Hello all and welcome to Vidyalankar Speech with Toppers. Here we take you through the pathbreaking journey of the finest students of Vidyalankar who have entered the top ranking institutes of engineering and medical colleges in India. So here we have Pranav Dattwadekar, who is pursuing his first year MBBS from the Grant Medical College. Very happy to have you here, and I invite you with a lot of pleasure from all the viewers and the staff at Vidyalankar. So, how do you feel? How did you feel once you got the score?
Obviously, I was extremely overjoyed. Our parents were really proud because 2 years of hard work had paid off. So all in all, it was a very happy moment.
And how early did you start your preparation? As in, through the first year, how the 11th standard, how did you start? What was your plan?
11th standard, I just focused on enjoying the subject, understanding the subject. To stay in touch with NEET preparation, I kept giving tests frequently on every weekend. In 12th standard, I started using time judiciously. I increased the frequency of tests. I increased my studying hours to almost 6 to 8 hours per day. I started analyzing my mistakes very seriously and rectified my mistakes, clarified my concepts, and I made sure that I didn't make the same mistake again.
Okay. So you're saying that in the first year, that is your 11th standard, you just focused on studying the subject?
Yes. Just understanding the subject and enjoying it.
Okay. Great. So that was a very well planned start, and that is great that you actually had a plan of analyzing the mistakes also. How early did you start your 11th standard?
In 11th standard, I just focused on enjoying the subject. I read the subject and tried to understand it. In 11th standard, to stay in touch with NEET preparation, I used to give mock tests every weekend. In 12th standard, I started using my time more judiciously. I increased the number of tests that I gave every week. I started clarifying my concepts, the errors which I made. I rectified those. I made sure that I didn't make the same mistake again.
Thank you, Pranav, for the insights, and I'm sure that this will guide the future aspirants of NEET. It is important that you have a test analysis done every time you give the test. So the next question that I have for you, Pranav, is like, which books will you recommend for the aspirants?
For biology, NCERT is the Bible. You should read NCERT from cover to cover and you should be thorough with it. I would also recommend Arihant, the NEET edition PCB series. It's a good book for difficult questions. For chemistry, I also used Errorless as a guidance.
Okay. And how many mock tests in total did you attempt?
Throughout the 2 years, approximately 100 to 150 tests I have given. After the entire syllabus was finished, I think I have given almost 18 to 20 mock tests.
Okay, that is a great number. I think even that has to be noted by the aspirants, that if you finish the entire syllabus, it is important for you to analyze on the basis of your tests. So that is 15 to 20 tests is what you have to take. I think that will make the students completely adept with the concepts also. So since you have also scored 92.76% in your 12th boards, I want to ask you, how did you manage both of these preparations? That is your boards preparation plus the NEET preparation.
Actually, boards preparation is nothing different from NEET prep. Once the concepts are the same. Once you're done with NEET prep, I think you just need writing practice to ace the boards. Just a couple of weeks before your college exams, you start writing whatever answers you have to write in theory, and just a couple of months before the final HSC exam, start with your writing practice.
Okay. And how did you deal with difficult situations while facing? I'm sure that there must be a lot of situations wherein you would have just missed the desired target and then you would have felt a little taken aback, or how did you deal with that?
In these 2 years, there were many times that I felt disappointed with myself. The key is to talk with your parents. Constant communication with your parents. Also, meditation, listening to songs helps you in getting over the grief. One thing that you should do after every failure is that be honest and accept your failure and be sincere enough to rectify those mistakes. It also helps you in developing a new strategy to tackle the same problem.
So, Pranav, any exam day tips that you would want to give the aspirants?
Sure. Before going to the exam, keep a calm mind. Do not overeat, do not undereat. Just go to the exam knowing that you have put all your efforts in for the 2 years. While attempting the exam, if you get stuck at a question, don't remain at that question, just go ahead. Don't overthink a question, don't overcomplicate a question. I would also recommend that you attempt the paper in 2 readings. Like in the first attempt, you should solve all the easy questions. Do not get stuck at a question because it's going to cost you a lot of time. In the second reading, in the second attempt, I used to solve the moderate and the difficult questions. So that saves a lot of time and also helps you in maintaining your flow.
Okay. I think that is a great tip. You can note it down specifically, the aspirants of NEET, that you have to take like 2 attempts. What he means by that is, in the first reading you attempt only the easy questions, and in the second maybe you can read the entire paper and attempt the difficult or the moderate questions. Okay, Pranav, so are there any exam-related tips that you would want to give to the future NEET aspirants?
Yeah, sure. I mean, going for the exam, you have to have a calm mind. Once you're in the exam hall, just acclimatize to the hall. Do not undereat or overeat while going to the exam. While attempting the paper, if you get stuck at a question, do not waste much time over it. Just go ahead to the next question. Also, I would recommend to attempt the paper in 2 readings. Like in the first reading, you have to solve whatever questions you find easy. In the second reading and in the second attempt, you have to attempt the questions which you find difficult. So that saves quite a lot of time and it also doesn't break your flow.
Oh, that is a great tip. Actually, people can note it down. That he has to take 2 attempts. Any aspirant, if he wants to give a test, maybe a mock test or something, they can try this with 2 attempts, and I think that will save on a lot of time. Any message that you would want to give through us?
The only message is that you have to work hard for the 2 years. Be sincere and honest in your efforts that you're putting in. And the only thing that can keep you going in difficult situations is the desire to become a doctor.
Thank you, Pranav, for coming here. To make this journey a smooth road, it is small everyday steps that you have to take. These bumpy rides braves one to achieve the desired rank. Watch the space for more videos on We Chat with Toppers. Thank you.